Kate Bingaman-Burt, and I am an illustrator and an assistant professor at Portland State University. Actually, I just got tenure, so I am an associate professor at Portland State University. Well, I think my students are really inspirational to me. Their excitement and their kind of like sense of discovery all the time is really inspiring for me, because it reminds me of how fortunate we are to be working in a creative profession. And also living in Portland is really inspiring, and then the people that I work with in my studio are inspiring to me too. It wasn't until I went to college, hated being a mass comm major. Then I discovered English, and I loved writing and telling stories in that way, but my poetry was terrible. And then when I ended up in graphic design, I was like, oh, this is still a way that I can tell stories, but I can tell stories in a visual way. I'm an accidental illustrator, and now that's all I really do. I guess my illustration career started because I've been working on the topic of consumption for about the last 12 years. One of my projects that I picked illustration as the medium because I didn't feel comfortable illustrating, and I drew something that I purchased every single day, and I published those and I shared those, and then people started hiring me to illustrate. And so that illustration career came out of just one of my documentation projects that I was doing for myself, kind of by accident. It was started because I didn't feel comfortable drawing. And now that's all I do. I always like that kind of Nancy Drew aspect of design, where you have to kind of investigate something and put two and two together, and then have to kind of like explain it to somebody. I always tell my students too, it's good, it's like a legit way to be nosy about things, because I feel like as a designer you should always be asking questions and always be asking why, and that's what good designers do. And it's not being nosy, it's just being a good designer. We are living in a world right now where everything you look at, I mean, design is everywhere, basically. And there's a lot of people who want to become part of that design conversation, hence wanting to be graphic designers too. Being graphic designers, like, you've really got to be a little bit obsessed with what it is that you do. You don't go into graphic design for the big bucks, basically. You go into it because you're kind of a little bit crazy and you love it, because you work really long hours and you stay out pretty late sometimes, and you do get obsessed with the projects that you're working on, because you have these ideas that you have to execute and articulate. And I'm always like, it's really a fun way of working.